All right, so this is my Week 11 NBA Power Rankings. So let's get started. Here we got all our injuries for this week. Ben Simmons supposed to be back between next week or the week after that. Lonnie Walker might be back this week. The Suns did get Bradley Beal back this week. The Knicks got Jericho Sims back. Grizzlies got Luke Kennard and Derrick Rose back. The Pelicans got Larry Nance back. The Mavs got Kyrie Irving back, and Maxi Kleber is questionable for this week. Um, Isaiah Stewart out for like 10 to 14 days. That was like 5 days ago, so he's going to be out for about basically another week. Warriors got Gary Payton back. Clippers got Mason Plumlee back. He was gone for about 7 weeks or so. Dylan Brooks has missed the last couple of games. It's questionable to return this week. Might miss a couple more games. And then Zach LaVine for the Bulls is questionable to return for this week as well. And then, yeah, we don't have a lot of new injuries for this week. We have a lot of people that are getting healthier and a lot of people that are close to being healthy as well. At number 30 here, we got the Detroit Pistons. Who did finally end up winning a game after like I think they said it was like 64 days without winning a game. They had 28 straight losses, which was the record for um, consecutive losses in a season between all major sports leagues in America, between NBA, NFL, um, MLB, and NHL. So not exactly the record you want to be breaking, but at least they did end up getting a win this week over the Toronto Raptors by two. Even though the Toronto Raptors were without a couple of the guys because of their trade that went down. But yeah, here I'm highlighting the rookies here. The top number here is their minutes per game that they're playing. But yeah, this is I'm just highlighting the rookies for teams so far. At number 29, we got the Charlotte Hornets, who are 7-24, went 0-4 in this week and lost 11 straight games so far. Still got a ways to go to break Detroit's record of 28 games, but right now, over the last 3 weeks, they have 0 wins, so they're definitely on track. Um, but yeah, Brandon Miller's been a really solid rookie for them. LaMelo Ball has been injured for a lot of games, and he's still injured, so Brandon Miller's stepping up in his absence, so that's good for them there. At number 28, we got the San Antonio Spurs, who are 1-3 in the week, 5-27 overall. It's definitely not the best start you would like to see for the San Antonio Spurs. But at this point, you're probably already basically have all your playoff hopes down the drain. So, which isn't the worst thing possible because that means you can just get Victor Wembanyama some more help going into next season. Potentially, you guys could turn it around and not look like a horrible team this year. But as long as Victor Wembanyama is looking really good, that's really all you want out of this season. So he's doing just that. So you're in a good spot here going forward. At number 27, we got the Washington Wizards, who are 6-26. Well, again, another really bad team so far this season. They're 1-3 on the week. You know, they don't have a lot of great pieces on their roster, but their rookie Bilal Coulibaly is playing really solid. Um, he was, I think, like the 12th or so pick in this year's draft. So not too much expectation here. He's coming from France, I believe. So not exactly have a whole lot to expect out of him, but he's playing really solid, shooting the ball pretty efficiently from the field and from three. At number 26, we got the Portland Trailblazers, who are 9-23, went 2-2 on this week, so pretty solid week. Scoot Henderson's actually been playing really solid since he came back from his little injury. He's averaging nearly 12 points and 5 assists. Very inefficient, but he's definitely been playing more efficiently since he came back from his injury rather than what he was doing at the beginning of the season. They also have another rookie. They've got a lot of rookies on their team. The second one I wanted to highlight was Timani Kamara, who's playing 25 minutes a game, and he's not playing horrible, averaging about 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. They also got Chris Murray, who's a rookie who's not playing bad, but he just doesn't get a whole lot of minutes. So I didn't want to really highlight him here because he doesn't play a whole lot. At number 25, you got the Atlanta Hawks, who are 13-19, 1-2 on the week. They really need to win some more games. I feel like this Hawks team is good enough to like definitely be a play-in team at least and actually make some noise, potentially making like a second round appearance in the playoffs. But they got to be able to be good enough in the regular season to be able to get to that point. Which right now it's not looking like they are because I believe they are currently sitting outside of the play-in seed right now. I'm going to fact check that real quick, but I believe that is accurate. So yeah, right now they're sitting one game away from the 10 seed there. So they're currently outside of the playoff picture, and they don't have any rookies on their team right now. that's helping them out this season, and they don't have a lot of new guys either. So it's basically the same team as last year, and they're being about the same as they were last year. I would hope to see some internal development, but it's not leading to more wins. At number 24, we got the Memphis Grizzlies, who are 10 and 22, and 1 and 3 on the week. I believe they started off like 3 and 0 or 4 and 0 with John Morant, but then they've lost like 3 games since, which you don't really expect a whole lot because this team just is not very talented. Um, Outside of John Morant, you do have Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bain, but obviously you saw how that worked when John Morant was not playing. They're obviously not generating a whole lot of wins here, which right now they're sitting well out of the playoff seed. They're sitting 6 games outside of the play-in. Um, Lakers are right up there at the last play-in seed, all the way at 500. So you're gonna probably got to get to at least 500 to have a chance at the playoffs in the Western Conference. And right now, it's not looking like this team's going to be able to do that. And they don't have any rookies on their team that are playing significant minutes either. At number 23, we got the Brooklyn Nets, who are 15 and 18, 1 and 3 in the week. Um, they're in the playoffs picture right now currently, but I do not expect that to continue if they don't start playing a little better than they have been because you got some teams below them. Like I feel like the Hawks should be able to turn it around some more, and someone like the Raptors who are currently out of the playoff seed. I feel like I trust those guys more to be able to jump ahead of the Brooklyn Nets here in the playoff picture. But right now you're in the playoff picture. Hopefully, if Ben Simmons come back next week, maybe he'll help you guys get some more wins. At number 22, we got the Houston Rockets, who are 16 and 15, or 1 and 3 on the week. They were number 9, so they dropped quite a bit of spots here. But they went 1 and 3 on the week, so it's not the best week for them. Um, and they got blown out in, I believe, most of the games that they did end up playing, other than the one that they won, obviously. But just look at their team. Yeah, they lost to the Pacers by 6, the Suns by 16, lost to the Sixers, and then they blew out the Pistons. So yeah, your one win all week is against the worst team in the NBA, and then your other teams, there were good teams, but you still weren't able to win any of those games. So that's why you're going to drop a lot of spots down here. But Amen Thompson has been a pretty solid rookie for you. He's not shooting very efficiently, but he's not a horrible player, and he's not getting a whole lot of playing time either. At number 21, you got the Chicago Bulls, who are 15 and 19, went 2 and 1 on the week. They actually played better than I thought they would be. They did get Zach LaVine back this week, so that's obviously going to help them out a lot. Um, they don't really have any rookies on their team that are getting a whole lot of time, but they've been playing pretty decent right now. They're definitely, I would think they're going to make the play-ins at least, but I would still try to sell at the deadline, there has been talks or something about potential DeMar DeRozan trade, which is something I would definitely be interested in as a Chicago Bulls fan, because if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, I don't think you want to live in mediocrity. I think you got to pick a direction and probably end up selling this team. At number 20, we got the Toronto Raptors, who are 13 and 20, went 2 and 2 on the week. So not the best record right now, but they did make that trade, trading away OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, and Malachi Flynn to get RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, which I think on surface level is definitely a trade that benefits the Raptors more than it benefits the Knicks because the Raptors get 2 really good pieces in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, and they only had to trade one piece that really matters a whole lot in OG Anunoby. Precious Achiuwa is a solid role player, but Malachi Flynn doesn't really play a lot, and Precious Achiuwa is not somebody you're going to be missing a whole lot because he's definitely a really replaceable dude with just anybody else on your roster probably. So that's what I got here. I think that trade will help out the Raptors, and that's why you're moving up 4 spots here. At number 19, we got the Los Angeles Lakers, who are 17 and 17, 1 and 2 on the week. Currently in the playoff picture for the West, but you gotta, be better than 500 if you really want a solid chance at that playing seed because, you got teams like the Warriors who are only 1 game behind you right now that could definitely jump you ahead of that last playing seed. So you need to be able to get to probably 5 games above 500 to be feeling really good about yourself, but I feel like if this Lakers team, makes the playoffs, they'll probably be pretty solid. But they got a long way to go, and you got to be better than just a 500 team. At number 18, we got the Golden State Warriors, who went 0-2 on the week. 15 and 17 overall. Like I just said, they're only like one game currently out of the playoff picture. Still a lot of basketball to go, but they also might be trading Andrew Wiggins. I've heard stuff about him potentially being moved, and you might try to make a swing for a big name guy. Like a Pascal Siakam potentially might be in the books for Golden State Warriors. That'd be something I'd be interested in. But right now, we're playing like a decent team, but nothing too spectacular. So I do think a move needs to be made. At number 17, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 18 and 15, went 1 and 2 on the week, so not a great week for them. But you're still playing pretty solid basketball without guys like Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. And Darius Garland should be back next week, so that definitely will help you out some there. And you got a rookie here in Craig Porter Jr., who's playing pretty good for you guys in his 17 minutes a game that he's getting, shooting pretty efficiently from the field and from three. At number 16, we got the Dallas Mavericks, who are 19 and 15, 1 and 3 on the week, so not a good week for them. 1 and 3, not the best week, obviously. You should be you got Kyrie Irving back this week, so that definitely should help you out going into next week. But right now you're not playing the best basketball like you did at the beginning of the season. I believe you started out like 8 and 2 or something. You started out one of the best teams in the league. Right now, you're playing still like a good team, but you're not playing like one of the best teams in the league currently. But hopefully, with Kyrie Irving coming back, definitely should help you out and look like one of the better teams in the league. And you got rookie Derek Lively, who's playing really, really good. At number 15, we got the New York Knicks, who are 18 and 15, went 1 and 3 on the week, so not a good week for them. And obviously they made that trade, trading away two really good pieces in Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett for a good piece in OG Anunoby, who I think is probably better individually than RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. But I don't think the package of OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, and Malachi Flynn is worth what you had to give up in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, because Malachi Flynn probably doesn't find his way into your rotation. OG Anunoby might be a slight upgrade over a guy like RJ Barrett, but Precious Achiuwa is definitely not a dude that's going to make a whole lot of difference on your team. Whereas a guy like Emmanuel Quickly was one of your best players on your team, and he was leading your bench unit. So definitely not the best trade in my opinion. At number 14, we got the New Orleans Pelicans, who are 19 and 14, with 2 and 1 on the week, playing pretty solid basketball. Currently like comfortably in the playoffs right now. They're above the whole play-in seed anyway, so they're at number 6 seed right now. So it's really good for them. They got a rookie here, Jordan Hawkins, who's scoring the ball, not very efficiently, but he is getting you some buckets, which as a rookie guard, you're not exactly going to be shooting very efficiently. So as long as he's um, comfortable with still shooting the ball and knocking down some of his shots, I still think it's pretty good. He is shooting good on threes, just not good throughout the whole field goal percentage. But his 3-point percentage is not bad, which is probably something he's going to be shooting more often than any other shots anyway. So that's not a bad thing for this team. At number 13, we got the Utah Jazz, who are 15 and 19 with 3 and 1 on the week. So the record is definitely not 13th best record in the league, but last couple weeks they played really good basketball. Jordan Clarkson did get the first triple double in Utah Jazz, the first triple double for Utah Jazz players since 2008. So it's been 16 years since one of the Utah Jazz players has gotten a triple double, and Jordan Clarkson is definitely not the guy who I would have guessed to break that streak. I probably would have guessed like Larry Markkinen, but good stat there for Jordan Clarkson, getting his first career triple double, I believe. So yeah, they've been playing pretty solid basketball the last couple weeks. At number 12, we got the Orlando Magic, who are 19 and 13, went 2 and 2 on the week. So, again, like 3 weeks ago, they looked like one of the best teams in the league. Right now, they're still looking like a really good team. Definitely better than people thought they would be at this point in the season. But, definitely not the same caliber of team they looked like just a couple of weeks ago. They've lost more games than they've won, I believe, in the last 2-3 weeks. But they're still playing really solid basketball. They're not getting a whole lot of work. Of help from the rookies. Anthony Black's playing pretty solid in his 21 minutes a game, but your other guys like Jet Howard is not really getting a whole lot of playing time. So we'd like to see him get some more playing time, but he's not been playing really good in the limited time he has been playing. So you got to earn your playing time there, and Anthony Black has done just that. At number 11, you got the Phoenix Suns, who are 18 and 15, went 4-0 on the week. I believe there's like four or five teams that went undefeated this week, which I believe there's only one to do that last week. So that's definitely good for the NBA that you got four teams that went undefeated in 1 week. That's pretty cool to see. And this team, they got Bradley Beal back, and they've been winning. They've been winning since they got their big three back, which does make sense because your big three is really, really good. Big three, so that's good. I did mess up here. Obviously, they don't have a rookie that's playing a lot of minutes for them. I forgot to just wipe that stuff out. So this is still their stat leaders from last week because they do not have a rookie that is playing really any minutes for this team. At number 10, we got the Indiana Pacers, who are 18 and 14, also went 4-0 on the week. So like I just said, a lot of teams went 4-0 this week. Indiana Pacers definitely needed this week because they got all the way down to being 500 team last week after being one of the best teams in the league following the in-season tournament, and then they stumbled for a couple of weeks, got all the way down to only a 500 record. Um, but this week really showed some stuff. You really showed that you're still one of the best teams in the league. You beat the Bucks last night, so it's a really good win there. Undefeated week is always a good week. Definitely helping you move up 8 spots here in my rankings, and they do not have a rookie to highlight for their team. At number 9, we got the Miami Heat, who went 1-2 on the week. So I believe they were the only team to go undefeated last week, but they did not have the best week this week, so they're going to drop here about 4 spots. Still looking like one of the better teams in the NBA. And rookie Jaime Jaquez is looking like one of the best rookies in the NBA, averaging 13.7 points per game as a rookie. Who many people did not expect him to be like contributing a whole lot to this Miami Heat team. Um, and I've seen the thing that the Lakers drafted Jalen Hood Schifino over a guy like Brandon Podziemski and a guy like Jaime Jaquez Jr. Which right now, if the Lakers had Jaime Jaquez Jr., I feel like the Lakers would definitely be a better team than they are right now. So definitely a um, good pickup for Miami Heat, and the Lakers definitely whiffed out on a couple of guys there. At number 8, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are 24 and 8, went 2-2 this week. Not the best week for them, considering they were one of the best teams in the league. Losing 2 games 1 week when a lot of teams went undefeated or only lost like 1 game. So that's why they're moving down 6 spots because they lost 2 games this week, and all the teams above them went undefeated or only lost 1 game this week. So that's why they're moving down a whole 6 spots, and they do not have a single rookie on their team that is doing much of anything. So yeah, at number 7, we got the Sacramento Kings, who went 2-1 on the week, 19 and 12 overall. Pretty solid um, season so far for the Sacramento Kings. They got a rookie, Sasha Vezenkov. I believe he's a pretty old rookie, but he's a rookie nonetheless for the NBA. Um, he's not playing like he's not doing a whole lot. He's scoring a little bit, shooting solid efficiency. Not playing that many minutes a game, but I think it's a pretty decent role player for the Sacramento Kings team. At number 6, we got the Philadelphia 76ers, who are 2-1 on the week, 22 and 10 overall. Again, I did not block out their stuff here. They do not have a single rookie that's playing a whole lot of minutes for them this season. At number 5, we got the Denver Nuggets, who are 2-1 on the week, 24 and 11 overall. So they're playing really good basketball here. They got a rookie here, Julian Strawther, who's playing 14 minutes a game, putting up about 6 points per game. Not the best efficiency there, but you know he's not playing like horrible for a rookie. At number 4, here we got the Milwaukee Bucks, who are 24 and 9, 2-1 overall. They've been playing really good so far this season. They did not start out the best in the first like 3-4 weeks of the season, but since then they've been one of the best teams in the entire NBA. They don't have a lot of rookies doing anything. They got Andre Jackson, only playing like 10 minutes a game, but he's shooting like really good efficiency. He's probably getting like 2 shots a game, but shooting 53 and 42% from the field and 3-point respectively. Definitely showing good signs that potentially if he got more minutes in a game, that he could be a pretty solid player considering his efficiency numbers are really good. At number 3, we got the Los Angeles Clippers, who went 3-0 on the week, jumping up a whole 6 spots here. And played really, really good this week. They don't really have rookies doing anything for them. Kobe Brown's playing 11 minutes a game. You know, he hasn't played in every single game, but he's playing 11 minutes a game in the majority of their games. So that's good for him, but he's not really playing the best basketball there, which you don't really expect him to be doing since he is only a rookie and he's not was not a highly touted prospect. At number 2, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who went 4-0 on the week, playing really, really good basketball all week long. They're going to move up 5 spots here, all the way up to number 2, a record of 22-9, the 2 seed in the Western Conference currently. They got 2 rookies doing really good. Obviously, Chet Holmgren playing really good basketball, probably the best rookie in the league right now, over Wembanyama. And then you got Cason Wallace, who's also playing really good, shooting very efficiently in his 22 minutes per game. Then at number 1, of course, is the Boston Celtics, who are 26-6, best record in the East, best record overall in the entire NBA. Went undefeated this week. They do not have a rookie that's playing basketball for them, like really at all. But they don't really need a rookie to step up for them because the rest of their team has been doing really, really good. So with that, let's get on to my top performers of the week. You got Cade Cunningham, who dropped 40 piece. Wembanyama had 15 and 5 blocks in a game. Then he had 30 points with 7 blocks in another game. So he's played really good all week. Andre Drummond had a 20-20 game and then a 15 and 20 game. So he is looking like one of the best rebounders in the entire NBA, which, of course, that is what prime Andre Drummond was doing. He's putting up prime Andre Drummond numbers the last couple of weeks. So it's definitely good to see him come back into form a little bit. De'Aaron Fox put up a 40 piece this week. Trae Young had a 40 piece with 13 assists. KD had a 27-point triple double with 16 assists. Giannis a 30-point triple double with 18 boards. Jared Allen had 20-20 game. Terry Rozier dropped a 40 piece. Jason Tatum had 30 and 10 with 5 steals in a game. Domantas Sabonis had a triple double with 21 boards. Anthony Edwards put up a 40 bomb. Jordan Clarkson had his triple double that I talked about earlier. Tyrese Halliburton had 2 separate 20-20 games with 20 plus assists, which is really, really impressive. Nikola Jokic had a triple double where he did not miss a single shot. Tyrese Maxey had a 40 piece, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a 40 piece. So a whole lot of impressive individual games from all these players here. And then next up, we got our award races, which is, I did this last week. We're going to be doing this and updating this every single week. Our MVP race stayed the exact same with Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, Shai, and Luka being that in that order. Chet Holmgren actually jumped up with Wembanyama, who fell down to number 2. Jaime Hawkins and Brandon Miller stayed put at 3 and 4, and Derek Lively jumped up to number 5 in our Rookie of the Year rankings right now. Our most improved player rankings all stayed the same, with Tyrese Maxey, Alperen Sengun, Kobe White, Scotty Barnes, and then Tyrese Halliburton there. 6 Men of the Year, Austin Reeves stayed at number 1. Tim Hardaway stayed at 2. Bogdan Bogdanovic jumped up from number 5 to number 3, with Cole Anthony and Malik Monk dropping down 1 spot. Our Clutch Player of the Year, we had a whole lot of movement here because I believe it wasn't updated for like 3 whole weeks. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander jumped up to number 1, De'Aaron Fox at 2, Luka at 3, Damian Lillard dropped to number 4, and then Devin Booker's up there at number 5. Our Coach of the Year, you just got a swapping of the top 2 guys here. Mark Daignault jumped up to number 1, with Chris Finch dropping to number 2, and then Jamal Mosley, Rick Carlisle, and Ime Udoka staying there at 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, that is the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to come back next week for an updated power rankings list, and make sure to check out the NFL videos as well.